Hi everyone, welcome all in my YouTube channel. Today we will discuss the point from role of analytical chemistry. The point of discussion is sampling techniques and types of sampling. In sampling techniques, the sampling is most essential to get the quality of the product. It is absolutely necessary to develop accurate and reliable sampling techniques. For the sampling techniques, to be reliable, it must fulfill the following criteria like the sampling mean should be provide an unbiased estimate of the population mean. The second most important thing, the sampling should be provide an unbiased estimate of the population variables. And the third one, sampling procedure should be provide an accurate estimate of the central tendency and dispersion of the bulk materials. The type of sampling techniques selected largely depend on the physical state, particle size, and chemical nature of the materials. According to this nature of the sampling, the samples are divided into three main classes: the sampling of solid material, sampling of liquid material, and sampling of gaseous materials. The first one, sampling of solid materials. In the sampling of solid materials, generally the solids are divided into two basic types like homogeneous solid and heterogeneous solid. For example, compounds or elements, these are the example of homogeneous solids, and there are mixture of one or more than one component are called as heterogeneous solids. In case of homogeneous solid, the sampling of such molecules is not any difficulty, but the nature of solid like heterogeneous, then the analyst must take precaution to take the sampling of the heterogeneous molecules. Sometimes the nature like lumps, then lumps, entire lumps sample is crushed to powder form before the sampling. The solid samples also classified according to nature of bulk, that is the bulk like chunk of bulk or in the form of wire, broken parts of bales of fibers are the examples of compact solids. These types of bulk can be sampled by using various equipment like auger, hand drill, or chisels. This can be seen in the present slide. These are the equipment used for the sampling of solids. Then the solid which are dry and free flowing, these types of bulk solid is known as particulate solids. Generally, solid can be particulate solids are present in can, drums, gunny bags, etc. Or sometimes the particulate samples have directly sampled from sampling units. The sampling can be done by using equipment like concentric tube, tip, or hand scoop is used for the sampling of particulate solids. In present side, there are some examples of the second class of sampling, that is sampling of liquids. Basically, the sampling of liquids, the method of sampling depends on state of liquid, whether is at rest or flowing. The liquids, there are different procedures are available according to nature of samples. Basically, liquids are divided into two subclasses. That is, first one, homogeneous liquid and heterogeneous liquids. In homogeneous liquid, for example, liquid have only one component like water molecules, and the heterogeneous liquids, the liquid contain mixture of one or more than one component. The heterogeneous liquid mixture, there is more than one component present. For example, the mixture of oil and water, they form a two different layer, that is known as heterogeneous liquid samples. For the sampling of homogeneous, generally sampled by method like pouring or siphoning. For this there is use of sample thieves for collecting homogeneous samples. The sample thief collects samples from the different part without disturbing the all liquids. But for but for sampling of heterogeneous liquids, the liquid allowed to separate in layer, and then the sample thief is used to draw a sample from such different layer liquids, that is heterogeneous liquid. Then these samples can be analyzed in the laboratories. Then next one, the samples nature like emulsions. The emulsion is a mixture of two or more liquids that are normally immiscible owing to liquid-liquid phase separations. It is two-phase systems. For example, paint with emulsion, it is used for wall painting consisting of pigment bonded in synthetic resins which form an emulsion with water. Such liquid can be sampled by it allowing to separate into the two phases. Then two phases are weighed separately and then sampled. Then next example of liquid sampling, like the sampling of liquid containing partially crystallized solid, that is semi solid liquids. The such crystallized solid which are the heated before subjecting to the sampling. The heat is continue till the all solid can be dissolved in a liquid or it melt into a liquid. Then it can be sampled for the further analysis. Then next, the important class of sampling is sampling of gases. The sampling of gases mainly uh, carried out to perform or to determine the total composition and hydrocarbon dew point. Also, value of gases can be determined by sampling of gases samples. The sampling method of gases samples different as compared to solid and liquid. It changes with type of gas and sampling plans. The sampling of gases is totally different than the liquid as well as solid samples because of the method used for one gas may not be applicable to the other gases. Therefore, the sampling of gases is different than the solid and liquid samples. For the sampling of gases, the most gases are delivered by pipelines. In such cases, the samples at different time intervals for the changing flow rates become more important than the value of gases. Therefore, the sampling plan has to be designed in such way that it meets the purpose and is suitable for the all circumstance. Generally, gaseous samples are three subclasses like spot sampling, continuous sampling, and representative sampling. In spot sampling, the samples are taken at one time at one point by using the sample collector like pivot tube. It is a special types of instrument used for the collecting samples which is inserted in the process or pipeline, then which can collect the gaseous samples in cylinder, and then it can be taken to lab for the further analysis. For example, the sampling of natural gas. The second one, the continuous sampling. In the continuous sampling, the sample can be taken from the line and fed into an analyzer that continuously analyzes the gases. This method of analysis is more widely applicable methods which is used to analyze a continuous sampling of gases. Then next one, the representative sampling of gases. In this gases sample, the gaseous samples are collected using a bypass sampler mounted pipes. Then the sample is taken into the lab for the further analysis. From this method, it required much time, therefore they do not give online result of any gaseous samples. Therefore, this methods compared to the other two methods, these are the lessly used representative sampling methods. For the sampling of gases, apparatus used in this, the main part of apparatus like sample probe, sample delivery lines, and containers. These are the important part of the apparatus which can be used to collect a sample, to analyze samples, and to detect samples. These are the three types of sampling of the first one, solid sampling, liquid sampling, and gaseous sampling.